Welcome to OPM Connect, the program that keeps you informed about government activities, programs, and policies. I'm Naomi Francis. Today, we zone in on an initiative announced by the Prime Minister 2.5 years ago, the Housing, Opportunity, Production and Employment Program, or the HOPE program. The Prime Minister simply likes to call it Helping Our People Excel. And today we have three very esteemed persons to speak with us on the HOPE program. We have, first of all, Colonel Martin Rickman, the National Coordinator of the HOPE program. We also have a former participant, Omar Moody, and of course the Managing Director of the Heart Trust NTA, Dr. Janet Dwyer. Let me start off with Colonel Rickman. You are the National Coordinator of HOPE. Tell us a little bit about the project and how it's been going over these last 2.5 years.
Okay, good afternoon to everyone. The HOPE program has been going very, very well in the last couple of years, thanks to the partnership and support that we get from a number of agencies, including, of course, the Heart Trust. The HOPE program is designed as a youth engagement program where we recruit in particular those youth between 18 and 24 years old who are not in work, not in any form of developmental training or anything. And we take them through a process of training initially, and the training includes training in values and attitudes and work ethics and citizenship, as well as training in a skill, and usually a skill of their choice. Thereafter, we put them through work experience. It could be an apprenticeship type or internship type work experience where they will hone the same skills that they would have learned whilst being guided in a development process for up to 1 year. During this time that they're on the job training or on the job experience, they'll be given a stipend.
Yes.
And the intent is that at the end of the period of attachment, they would be certified by Heart Trust NTA and be a lot more employable and ready for the world of work.
The Heart Trust has been doing a lot in terms of training, upskilling our people, and certainly playing a major role in the HOPE project. Tell us a little bit more about that, Doc.
Okay, for the HOPE project, the Heart Trust NTA is responsible for the core skills component of the training. Once they have completed the core skills component and they're placed in on-the-job training, the monitoring towards assessment is done through the Heart Trust NTA. We also are responsible for the assessment of these young persons out there in industry. In addition to that, we have a placement unit within the Heart Trust NTA where we seek to assist these persons who have completed their training in placing them in jobs that they can continue. But what we have found, though, is that our collaboration and integration with the HOPE program has led to a lot of young persons, before completing the program, finding employment. We have had a lot of not only ministries, departments, and agencies collaborating with us, but we have had private entities that have come on board. And there are private entities who have said to us, I took 15 as a start. At the end of the training, I've employed 10. Send me another 15 that I can commence the training with them. So the training through the Heart Trust NTA is going very well for the HOPE participants. Omar here is a typical example because he came into the HOPE program.
Yes.
Then he accessed the training at the Jamaican Foundation for Lifelong Learning, which is now merged with Heart.
Yes.
He got his 5 subjects that gives him his high school equivalency, and now he's accepted into the Heart School of Construction to do his training in construction.
Congratulations, Omar. Wow, absolutely wonderful. Colonel Rickman, the project has been very, very successful with government entities, but really, it really was the first phase of the program. So now we're moving on to phase 2, where we're having the buy-in and participation of private sector entities.
That is correct. So we have embarked with the phase 2 discussions and even engagement with private sector entities. And so, yes, we have quite a few private sector entities, and they are singing the praises because to them, one of the challenges that many private sector entities face when they're going out looking for potential employees
Yes.
is that there is something missing from the person. The ones who have gotten involved with us have been saying to us, listen, I don't know where you're getting these persons from, but they are, a cut above the average person that we recruit. So what that is saying is that there are some private sector entities who look at Hope as a means of recruitment for permanent employees.
I want to go to Omar because I know he has a fascinating story. Welcome, Omar. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us a little bit about your background. What did you do before you got into the Hope program?
Well, before I got into the Hope program, I was currently on the street wiping windscreen at Devon House.
You're a windscreen wiper?
Yes.
Where were you stationed?
Well, I first stationed at 3 Miles area. Due to the police running me off the road, I have to relocate myself, found myself up Devon House, and from there I found myself up Poppy inside,
Wow.
running the stretch, Hope Road stretch.
Wow.
So
So
there,
you were on the streets. How then did you become part of the Hope project?
well, I was wiping this lady car glass for about 6 months. When we developed a friendship, she take my number and she contact me and send me a broadcasting list with the whole program advertising, and therefore I made my foot. I put in the steps. I made the walk, go up to NYS National Youth Service,
Yes.
and sign up the form, and I got a call for training.
Wow. Tell us where you were placed
Well,
and how did that make you feel?
Well, I was placed at the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. I do digitizing, I do filing, I go out in the field, I identify lots, I do survey, I know about the topo, I know about the lateral, the main sewage system. I have
Wow.
lots of experience that I'm grateful for.
I wanted to come back to a very important component, Colonel Rittman, of the program, and that is the savings component.
Right.
So many of our young people aren't really into this saving modality. In fact, financial literacy is something we really need to improve in Jamaica, but that is mandatory under this program. Explain that for our viewers.
Okay, so during training and during the time that they are placed as an intern, all persons are given a stipend. Built into the stipend, and although the stipend may be small, built into the stipend is a compulsory savings component.
Yes.
So the take-home amount that they get, each participant knows that we are helping them to save for their own future. The idea being that at the end of their participation in the program, this savings component is then handed over to them.
It's theirs.
Okay?
Your final comments as we go.
Yes, I see Hope expanding, and I think I might be selfish here, but I am looking forward to Hope being incorporated in the Heart Trust NTA moving forward. We are at the tail end of a merger,
Yes.
and Hope will tie effortlessly into our youth initiative programs.
We're out of time. Dr. Dyer, thank you so much. Omar, Colonel Rittman,
Thank you very much for having us.
Really, really. This is just a fantastic and phenomenal program that is transforming Jamaica, one young person at a time. And I want to thank you for the service that you're doing to Jamaica. And thank you, Omar, for just taking that leap of faith and transforming your own life. Thank you so much, viewers, for joining us this week. It's been an interesting discussion. Join us again next week for another edition of OPM Connect. I'm Naomi Francis.